dress.
Fine.
Oh, I've never been to court before. I want to look innocent.
Allie, we are innocent.
Okay, we're ready.
For what?
To go to court with you.
You both have school today.
But what if you need character witnesses? Yeah, Mom, if the judge knows you have a family to feed, maybe he won't throw the book at you.
This is small claims court. They throw paperbacks.
We're not on trial. Sheila Davenport is.
Well, I don't have a class to 1. And I can get extra credit for civics if I write a report on our wonderful legal system.
Okay, you win. Get a cab.
All right.
We better get going or we're going to miss the part where they say all rise.
Oh, I've never been to court. Criminals go to court. We're not criminals.
Other people go to court.
We're not politicians either. I'm going to give her one more chance to settle out of court before we drag her reputation through the mud.
You don't want to face the judge, huh?
Not unless he's handing out blue ribbons. Sheila Davenport, Allie Lowell. Look, we're not looking forward to going to court any more than you are. You are? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Well, we'll see who wins. See you in court.
I take it she didn't want to settle?
Not going to repeat it, but let's just say she'll fit right in at cell block H. Let's go.
I saw the ad, so I took Tiger in for a shampoo and styling. It's his birthday, I said. Please, something special.
Something special, that's what I did.
Have you ever seen a poodle with a spike and a rat tail? He looked like a rock star.
He looked terrific.
Madam, since you failed to place any restrictions on the dog groomer's creativity, I'm afraid you're liable for his entire fee. Court fines for the defendant.
He's tough, but fair.
Next case.
Cardinal and Lowell versus Davenport. Will the litigants approach the bench?
Good luck, and remember, you guys are in the right. Kill!
Yes, the plaintiffs are suing Mrs. Davenport for failure to pay $489 for a dinner their catering service prepared for her.
That's right, Your Honor.
Mrs. Davenport contends that the caterers failed to fulfill their share of the contract. In fact, their malfeasance caused her considerable emotional distress.
That's correct. You brought it on yourself.
Please, ladies, this is not the people's court. Now, can I have the whole story from the beginning?
Thank you, Your Honor. Well, Kate was working in a travel agency, and I was selling tickets at a movie theater.
Why don't you start when you were born?
Why don't I start? See, to fully appreciate what happened, Your Honor, you should know that this is not the first time that Mrs. Davenport had hired us. A couple of months ago, she hired us to cater a sit-down lunch for her board of directors.
3 koshers, 2 vegetarian, 1 less.
I get the picture.
Then she was going on this trip to LA, and she asked us to buy gifts for her brother and his family. They live there.
She gave us a complete description of every member of the family and then came by to see what we bought.
All right, ladies, knock my socks off.
Funny you should mention socks. For your brother, the orthodontist, who also likes to hike in the Rockies. 3 pairs of electrically heated Tozy toasters.
Excellent.
And as a backup, a titanium-coated pick guaranteed to crack open any surface.
Let's give him both. Always a wise choice.
And for your sister-in-law, who's a clothes horse, but also a bit on the sloppy side, a pure silk brunch burnoose.
No, I can just see her spilling a Bloody Mary all over it.
So could we. So we marinated it in Scotchgard.
Oh, brilliant.
And for your slightly spoiled niece who can't decide whether she wants to be a model or a chemist, 1 copy of How to Make Your Own Cosmetics.
Perfect. Perfect. You two are amazing.
We'll just wrap everything up and get it to your office this afternoon.
Oh, sorry, there isn't time. My driver's waiting to take me to JFK now. I'll have him wrapped in LA. Here's your next assignment, should you choose to accept it. A little dinner when I return.
Endive and arugula salad, lobster thermidor, wild rice, almond kisses, Dom Perignon, and passion fruit. This isn't by any chance a business dinner?
No, this would be a romantic anniversary dinner.
Ah.
Everything must be perfect. I'll double your regular fee.
That's perfect.
I'll be back from LA Friday. Can you serve at 8 o'clock?
Can and will.
Good. The address is on the bottom of the menu. It's an apartment my company keeps for out-of-town executives. Here are the keys. We'll see you Friday night.
Don't worry about a thing.
I won't. That's what I'm paying you for.
She's incredible. I hope we look that good at her age.
I think we are her age.
Excuse me, Mrs. Lowell, but your low self-esteem is irrelevant. What happened next?
Well, 5 days later, the evening of the anniversary celebration, we were preparing the meal.
Hi, what you making?
Lobster thermidor.
Do I like that?
Doesn't matter. You're having chicken.
Good.
Hello? What? Who? Shreely Divport? I don't know a Shreely Div... Oh, Sheila! Where are you? You sound like you're in a blender. Oh, it's Sheila. She's on a plane. What? Dinner at 9 instead of 8? No trouble. Could you repeat that?
Hi, Mom.
Shh. What? Oh, darn, we were cut off. She was saying something important, and then we got the blender again.
What did she say?
It sounded like Coochie Coma Husbin.
What does that mean?
Best I can do without a phrase book.
Maybe it's a secret code.
Coochie coma who's been? Coochie coma who's been? Could you call my husband? She wants us to call her husband to tell him that dinner's been delayed.
Way to go, Kate.
That is amazing. How did you do that?
Oh, just a little secret I learned from Vanna White.
I'm never going to make fun of you watching Wheel of Fortune again.
Got her machine.
What? She doesn't pay someone to sit by the phone?
Hello, this is the caterer calling Mr. Davenport. Your wife's plane has been delayed. The anniversary dinner will be at 9 o'clock. We'll be at the corporate apartment if you need us. Goodbye. There, another crisis averted.
Okay. The lobster's warming, the champagne's chilling, the salad's crisping, the cream is whipped, and I am beat.
Good, I'm starving.
Would you save some for the paying customers?
You think these flowers are gonna get in the way of their gazing into each other's eyes?
There, just in case.
Perfect. I wonder why they're eating here instead of at their own apartment.
Who knows? Maybe it's the servants' night off.
Showtime. Hi, I'm Kate, the caterer.
Oh, I'm Don, the dinner guest.
This is Allie, my partner.
Can I get you something to drink?
No, thank you.
Try the hors d'oeuvres, they're delicious.
Your wife should be here any minute.
My wife? Oh, Sheila.
So you got my message?
What message?
That dinner was gonna be delayed?
No, she called me herself.
What a woman, 35,000 feet, static turbulence, and still she gets through.
Yeah, she's very thoughtful.
So, how long have you been married?
Excuse me, are you also detectives?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so familiar. It's just that Sheila told us it was an anniversary celebration.
Oh, well, she already told you. And I guess you could say that we've been married for 36 years.
36 years? You must have been children.
It's just our little joke. You see, Sheila's been married for 21, and I've been married for 15, just not to each other.
Could you excuse us for a minute, Kate? Could I see you in the kitchen quickly? After you. Catering a romantic dinner for two-timers.
I can't believe it. I'm so disappointed in Sheila. Oh, well, what are we gonna do about it now? We'll just have to get through it like a couple of professionals.
Professional what? Caterers or panderers?
You know, this doesn't make sense. If she was having an affair, why would she have us call her husband?
Maybe she didn't.
But the last thing she said was, could you call my husband?
No, she said, Coochie Coma Husbin.
Oh, my God.
I hope they cancel Vanna White right after I cancel you.
Calm down. I only talked to a machine. He might not have gotten the message. He could be out for dinner. He could be out of town.
Or listening to it right now. Did you tell him where we were?
Well, I don't remember. I said this is the caterer, and the plane's delayed, and dinner's going to be at 9, and we'll be at the corporate apartment.
You want me to get that?
No! Kate will be right there.
What do you mean Kate will be right there? You were halfway there. What are you putting me in the front line for?
Coochie Coma Husbin.
I don't know. What would I even say to this guy?
How should I know? Make something up. You're good at languages.
No, you do it because you're a much, much better liar than I am.
Oh, flattery will get you nowhere, and we're wasting valuable time.
Coming! All right, but if I go out there and you're not right behind me, then I'm going to open the door, let him in, and let myself right out.
Don't let anyone ever tell you you're good in a crisis. Let's go.
Don't open that door!
Now, let me see if I've got this straight. You were in the kitchen, the boyfriend was in the living room, and the whose bean was at the door?
Well, at that point, we didn't know who was at the door.
Well, who was at the door?
Hello, stranger.
Oh, thank God.
Welcome home.
Sheila, could we see you in the kitchen for a minute? Is there a problem?
Just a little one. We'll be right back.
Don't go away.
Wouldn't think of it.
Keep an open mind. It smells terrific. What's the problem? How bad can it be? You forgot the champagne, you burnt the rolls.
We cooked your goose.
Goose? I specifically asked for lobster.
She means we called your husband.
Come again, slowly.
See, when you called from the plane, there was so much static, we thought the last thing you said was, could you call my husband? So, we did.
Oh, no. What did you say? What did he say?
Well, he didn't. We got his machine, and we left a message for him to meet you here at 9.
It's almost 9 now. How on earth could you have made such a stupid mistake?
Well, it wasn't completely Allie's fault. When you said you wanted us to cater an affair, you didn't say that you wanted us to cater an affair.
I asked for a romantic dinner. Romantic dinners are for lovers. Husbands are why they invented TV trays.
You said it was your anniversary.
It is. Dawn and I met a year ago today. You right there, honey?
And your husband doesn't know anything about it?
Up until now, no. But we'll discuss this later. Right now, I have to get Dawn out of this apartment.
So what about dinner?
I'll get rid of Dawn and eat with Robert.
Oh, good, then we'll still get paid.
We'll discuss that later, too. Robert, come with me.
Why?
Come!
Yes, ma'am.
Are we expecting company?
These two idiots invited my husband.
What?
Hide in the kitchen.
Hide?
Hide. Go! Not you. Just follow my lead. Do what I do, say what I say, don't think. Sweetheart!
Sheila, darling, what is going on? Huh? You weren't due back until tomorrow, and then I got this strange message.
I know, and I wanted it to be a surprise. I was going to pick you up at the office and whisk you away for a romantic evening, but my plane was delayed, and, well, you know what they say about the best laid plans.
Interesting choice of words.
Who are they?
Caterers, sir.
I wanted this to be a special evening. No cooking, no serving, no dishes, just you and me.
Sounds wonderful, but I still don't quite understand. Our anniversary's 2 months away.
Who said anything about an anniversary?
I might have mentioned it on the machine.
We certainly are a little blabbermouth, aren't we?
Oh, that is good. You know, I still get the feeling I'm missing something here.
You mean you still can't remember what happened 13 years ago today? Isn't that just like a man?
Just like a man.
Well, if you can't remember, I'm certainly not going to tell you.
Oh, come on. That's not fair.
Oh, I don't care. Now you've hurt my feelings.
He's good.
Excuse me?
Hors d'oeuvres are good. Want some?
Yes, thanks.
Looks like someone got here before us.
Sorry, I skipped lunch.
I won't let her touch the lobster.
You ordered lobster?
Of course not, darling. I specifically told them anything but lobster because you're so allergic to it. There is, therefore, I hope, no lobster in the dinner tonight. Just a little catering joke. Excuse me, we'll get the champagne.
Back in a flash.
My skull!
Would you be quiet or Davenport will come in here and finish the job? What were you doing with your head pressed against the door anyway, Don?
Eavesdropping?
Nice.
I'm her boyfriend. I'm entitled.
Never mind that. What are we going to serve for dinner?
Lobster thermidor. Hold the lobster.
We can't just serve them Thermidor. We need a substitution. I'll check the cupboards, you check the fridge.
Shh, I can't hear them.
We're in the middle of a feeding frenzy, Dawn. Close the door.
What? Well, there's grape jelly and something on its way to becoming an antibiotic.
She called him Ginger Snap.
So?
So, that's her pet name for me. She's calling him by my name.
A rose by any other name would still smell. So is this. Peanut butter and tuna. We're saved. You think they'll buy peanut butter and tuna fish as a main course?
Yeah. I'll put in the tuna and pick up the lobster.
Tuna Thermidor?
You got a problem with that, Buster?
No, it's just what they deserve.
You open the tuna. I'll get out the lobster.
What are you doing?
If I'm going to spend my anniversary hiding in the kitchen while my girlfriend calls her husband Ginger Snap, I'm at least going to get plastered.
Came back to find out what's holding up the champagne.
Not quite chilled.
Hi, who are you?
My
The
boyfriend. My boyfriend, the waiter.
You'll be right out as soon as we get the glasses.
Okay, but make it quick. Things are getting a little warm in there.
Yeah? Where are those glasses?
Chilling. I'll take care of pouring the champagne.
Oh, no. If Sheila's going to make it a little warm, I'm going to make it downright hot.
You let the boyfriend serve champagne to the husband?
How could I stop him? I was up to my elbows in Thermidor.
And I did say that he was the waiter.
All right, let's continue. What happened next?
What happened?
The mistress dropped the appetizer tray.
Oh, here. Let me take that. What's he doing in here?
He's the waiter.
Your champagne, sir?
Thank you.
One for the lady. I'll go get some more to eat. I believe we have some ginger snaps in the kitchen.
Darling, I must say this really is quite extravagant of you.
Nothing too good for the man you love, eh?
Don, I think that Allie can use our help in the kitchen.
You know, this reminds me of that wild night we spent in Washington at the Mergers and Acquisitions Conference, remember?
Yes, well, cheers.
Remember what happened after the conference?
No, tell us about it.
Don, the kitchen.
Just call if you need a refill.
Doing.
What is she doing snuggling up to him on the sofa?
What's going on?
That jerk is out there flirting with his own wife.
What a novel idea. Maybe you ought to try it.
What did you expect her to do? Set another place at the table?
No, but is it fair that I should end up serving him champagne that was meant for me?
Not only is it fair, but it renews my faith in cosmic justice. Rolls are done.
I'll get them. Could you at least use a glass?
Do you hear that?
What?
Now she's playing him our song.
Oh, brother.
That's it.
Done.
No! Stop playing our song!
I keep telling him just because it's our song. Doesn't mean that other people don't have the right to play it. He's so proprietary. Are you crazy?
I am mad.
I know, so are we, but that doesn't mean you have to do this in front of her husband.
Not to mention us.
I don't care.
Did it ever occur to you that she's being nice to him to protect you?
Not to mention herself.
You think so?
Well, that's what I would do. Isn't that what you would do, Allie?
You mean if I were having a cheap, tawdry, sleazy, disgusting extramarital affair?
I was looking for a simple yes.
Yes.
Maybe you're right.
Of course I'm right. Now, cool it!
Would you please take these out there before they cool it?
All right, but keep an eye on you-know-who.
Remember that weekend we spent at the Blue Dolphin Inn?
The Blue Dolphin Inn!
Oh, here we go again.
She took him to our place!
Our place, our song, our anniversary, our pet name. Would you save something for somebody else, huh?
I am going back out there and you can't stop me.
Go! I don't care anymore!
I'll bet this is the good part. What happened next?
All hell broke loose. Sorry, Your Honor. She comes in and tells her boyfriend that she has never seen him before in her life.
And he says, well, with that attitude, you're never going to see me again.
And then the husband says he's not buying any of it, and then the boyfriend hits the husband.
The husband hit the boyfriend.
No, my boyfriend hit my husband.
That's what happened, Your Honor.
I see. Well, unless Mrs. Davenport has anything further to add, I am prepared to render my verdict in this case.
I have nothing further to add. Clearly, it's an open and shut case.
You bet it is.
I'll say.
If you'll permit me, ladies, I'll say. Mrs. Davenport, since you commissioned a meal from Mrs. Lowell and Mrs. McCardle, and since they furnished that meal, you'll be expected to pay for it.
Yay!
However, since you also commissioned them to serve that meal, and due to an error in judgment on their part, they were unable to do that, you will not be required to pay any of their fees above and beyond the...
Delivery girl at your service.
Go. Try and get Mr. Geyer to pay by cash.
Well, his check's good, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm not sure the check we sent Nancy for the rent is.
Life in the fast lane. Allie, there are 2 men up on the sidewalk staring down at our door.
So?
So I don't like the looks of them.
Let me see.
What do you think?
I don't know. All I see are a pair of knees standing up there. Wait a minute. The knees are coming down.
Well, he looks okay. Read his chest.
Oh.
Should we open it or not open it?
Of course we should open it. You're being silly.
Okay.
Are you Kate McArdle?
I have a better question. Why does it say murder on your shirt?
That's the name of a movie. I was location scout for it.
I never heard of it.
Well, it was only released overseas. It was a big hit in Lapland. They just got sound. Are you Kate McArdle?
That's me.
Hi, I'm Benny Rinaldi. I got your name from Bob Rogers. I'd like to talk to you.
Oh, come on in.
Yeah, he said you had exactly the front door we were looking for. And he was right.
Why are you looking for a front door?
Oh, no. Really?
Really what?
Really?
This is so exciting.
What's so exciting?
They want to use our front door in a movie, right?
Right.
You're kidding. Not to sound crass or anything, but will any money change hands if you use our front door?
$400 from this hand to yours.
We accept.
Great. I have a release form here, if you'll just sign it, and we'll need the place from 6 o'clock tomorrow morning till around noon.
6 o'clock? People start making movies at 6 in the morning?
No, people set up lights at 6 in the morning, but they start shooting around 10.
So what kind of a scene is it? A gangland murder, a musical number, a chase? Will you be coming in the apartment? Because we have a slipcover for that couch, and if we dry cleaned it, we could get it back by Thursday.
Okay. Relax. What kind of a scene is it?
Oh, it's simple. A car pulls up outside, Newman gets out, comes down the stairs, comes inside. That's it.
Which Newman would that be?
Paul.
Paul Newman?
Uh-huh. Oh. Okay, we're all set, so see you tomorrow around 6? Oh, you wouldn't happen to know if there's a good deli in the neighborhood, would you?
For the movie?
No, for corned beef.
Oh, sure. Just go to the corner, turn right, halfway down the block, tell them you want lean.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Isn't that exciting? Paul Newman's gonna be here tomorrow. That's great. Allie? You're not gonna get crazy or anything on me, are you? I know you had this thing for Paul Newman when you were a little girl, but you're a grown woman now. Yeah, I was afraid of that.
Here, in our house.
Outside our house.
He said he might come in.
Help me with the door, Al.
Oh, do you remember him in The Sting when he woke up in the carousel all rumpled and needing a shave?
The door, Allie?
Or in HUD, when he was out chopping the wood and Patricia Neal looked out the window and she saw him bare-chested and her eyes filled with quiet or not so quiet lust.
God help us.
In absence of malice, when he was standing on the boat and the sun lit up his bronze face and he offered Sally Field a beer. Or in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, when he was... Oh, Ginny, I was just talking about Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. You remember the part where Paul Newman was standing on the cliff and the Pinkerton guys were behind him and he had to jump off the cliff and the raging water below? Or in Cool Hand Chip, do you remember in Cool Hand Luke? You saw that when he was eating the eggs and he had to eat all of those eggs. It was so disgusting. He said, "Well, what we got to do is kill you." Or in Roxy and Roof when he played the son of a...
Allie, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing up?
I'm so glad you're here. I've been up for 3 hours. Do you think this dress is good to meet Paul Newman in?
Sit down. I want to talk to you.
Why, you think it's too dressy?
Sit down.
What?
Allie, a certain amount of hysteria upon meeting a movie star is to be expected, but you...
No, this isn't a movie star. This is Paul Newman.
Let me start again. A certain amount of hysteria upon meeting Paul Newman is to be expected, but you have gone too far.
I admit I've been a little excitable.
Yeah, like Lizzie Borden was a little crazy.
I never thought I would ever get to meet him, and now he's going to be in our house. We're going to be face to face.
Right, and you're going to say, well, how do you do, Mr. Newman? He's going to say, nice to meet you, and that's going to be that.
Do you really think he'll say nice to meet me?
You're starting again.
You're right, I am.
Be calm.
All right, I'll be calm.
Be cool.
Cool.
Be normal.
Don't push it, I'll be calm.
Well, listen, I've got a half an hour more sleep coming to me. Do you think I can trust you not to wake me up deciding which shoes you're going to wear?
I've already decided which shoes I'm gonna wear the beige pumps. You think the black flats would be better?
What are you doing here? It is after 9 o'clock. You're late for school.
School. Mom, Paul Newman's gonna be here, remember? Paul Newman!
Okay, I admit I was a little over the edge last night, but the morning has brought me back to my senses and you back to school.
Hey, aren't you guys late for school?
Never have any fun around here.
Well, that should give you the incentive to go to school, become very smart, get a good job, and move out. Now, school.
Well, it's certainly great to see you back to normal.
Oh, it is certainly great to be back to normal. Honestly, I have no idea what got into me. I mean, just the thought of meeting Paul Newman was it just made...
She really likes Paul Newman.
Mrs. Lowell, please, I told you 100 times. Don't bother the crew. They've got work to do.
I was just wondering.
I know you were wondering where Newman is, what's he like to work with, how tall he is, does Joanne Woodward visit him on the set, does he kid around between takes? Mrs. Lowell, there are 200 pages in this book, and each one has a problem that I must solve.
All right. I won't ask you another question.
I'd appreciate it.
Except one. Are his eyes close to the color of cornflower or robin's egg?
Actually, maroon.
Sorry.
No, I don't want to be indebted to you.
Mr. Rinaldi, can't I just mean it for a
Mrs.
second?
Lowell, we have a policy. Mere mortals do not talk to the actors.
Funny, we're short one extra.
Anything specific?
Woman, 30ish, sexy.
I may have someone right here, but non-union.
Okay, we're covered.
When does he want her?
He's almost ready to go.
I'll send her right out.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Rinaldi.
Mrs. McArdle, could you come down here for a minute, please?
You're punishing me, aren't you?
Look, I would much prefer having you out there with Newman than in here with me. I am sacrificing myself for art. Mrs. McArdle, we need someone to walk by in the scene. No lines, but we'll pay you the standard minimum, okay?
Well, sure.
Great, I'll be right back.
Imagine that I'm going to be in the movie. Little old me up on the silver screen. You despise me, don't you?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Just a little disappointed. Maybe a little jealous. And I despise you.
You know, I don't really care about this, Allie. Why don't I just tell Mr. Rinaldi?
Oh, forget it. As far as he's concerned, I'm washed up in pictures.
Okay, they want to rehearse, so why don't you just go right on out?
All right.
Do you mind if I watch, or would you prefer it if I chained myself to the radiator?
Oh, watch.
Oh, thank you. I promise I won't bother anybody. Ah! There he is!
Al, get me the caterer.
Kate is 2 feet away from Paul Newman.
She's 2 feet away from his stand-in. Newman's in his trailer.
He's very much like him, isn't he?
Yeah, it's one of the qualities we look for in a stand-in.
I've got the caterer.
Great. Set up lunch across the street next to the truck. Oh, boy.
Excuse me. What are you serving for lunch?
Excuse me. What is it, your business?
It's just that I'm a caterer.
Oh, no.
But if you don't want me to bother you, I won't. Sorry, I've been bothering people. I'm sorry I'm annoying you. I'm sorry.
Oh, please, I don't need guilt. I have a mother who's still alive. We're having cold cuts, potato salad, coleslaw, and pickles.
You're kidding.
Why?
You're serving Paul Newman cold cuts?
Yeah, I understand he had some back in the late 70s and survived.
Mr. Rinaldi, I'm not doing anything this afternoon.
Oh, yes, you are, Mrs. Lowell. You're driving me crazy.
Why don't I make him a hot meal?
Oh, I couldn't let you go to all that trouble.
It won't be any trouble.
Yes, it will. He'd probably want to know how come he's having something different from everyone else, and I'd have to tell him, and then he'd insist on thanking you personally, and before you know it, he'd be in here slobbering all over you, and I couldn't expose you to that.
You're too kind.
Now, I've come to feel quite close to you.
If you need me, I'll be upstairs.
The minutes will be ours. I believe the upstairs is that way, Mrs. Lynn.
Hi. What's all this?
They're shooting a movie right outside our door.
I know. Afterwards, you want to have lunch?
I'm making lunch.
Oh, better.
Ah! This is for Paul Newman.
Really?
He's in the movie.
Oh, you've met him?
No, but I will, come hell or high water.
Well, I'll just hang out.
Won't do you any good. He is better guarded than Fort Knox.
Good.
Why good? Oh, Bob, you don't want me to meet him. That's so sweet.
Yes, it is sweet, and I don't want you to meet him. If you want to meet somebody, meet the Pope.
I'm a grown woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
I don't even find him attractive.
I find him attractive.
To me, he's a fine actor, humanitarian, popcorn manufacturer.
Really?
Really? Now run along. I'll see you later.
You sure?
Go!
All right. Look, if I were meeting Jane Fonda, would you say?
Only to get her political views.
All right.
And to see if she'd introduce me to Paul Newman! Mr. Newman? Mr. Newman? Oh, Mr. Newman. Oh, Mr. Newman. Oh.
Come on, Paul. We've got a couple of minutes. Go ahead, Paul.
You're kidding me. You should get a load of the one I'm keeping out of your hair today. This is a real nutcake. She lives in the house. We use it.
Voting, Mrs. Lowell.
Sorry.
Mrs. Lowell, illegal entry is against the law. For all I know, you could have been a thief.
Actually, I did steal something.
What's something?
3 hairs and a tissue.
I owe you an apology. You're not a nutcake. You're a genuine 24-karat solid gold Looney Tunes. Sam?
What's shaking?
Could you meet me in Mrs. Lowell's apartment?
What's the problem?
Mrs. Lowell?
To tell you the truth, I understand how you feel. Newman really hits me where I live, too.
I've loved him all my life. In high school, I was the president of the IICMP and IDHC.
What's that?
If I could meet Paul Newman, I'd die happy club.
Oh, Sam, couldn't I just stay?
You got it.
I'm sorry, it's my job. Anyway, you're not missing much. Just a shot of some extras and a quick shot of Newman getting into the back of a truck, and that's it for the day.
We're ready for Mrs. McConnell.
That's it, I'm on my way. Wish me luck.
Break your legs. Break your legs.
Freud was no fool.
Sam, I feel terrible about this. I'm sorry.
All in a day's work.
You don't have to stand guard over me anymore. I'm not going anywhere. I've stolen all the hair I'm going to.
I know, but I gotta stay. Can I use a John?
Upstairs on the left.
Can I trust you alone for a couple of minutes?
I won't even dignify that with an answer.
Okay.
Hey,
Mac, you seen the new PA? Thanks. Where is she? Hey! Oh, sorry, didn't mean to scare you. Are you the PA who's filling in for Paula?
That's me.
Great.
Is this the Newman truck for the last shot?
Yeah. Listen, I got to get back to my lockup. Electrics needs a couple of grip stands. Tell Alan to pull out an 8x8 silk and a couple of 5Ks. Better have some 10Ks ready if the light goes. Brody needs an apple, a half apple, and a couple of pancakes. If there's no PC, check with the AD and the UPM. You got that?
That's a wrap.
What?
Yeah.
Great. Thanks a lot.
You know, you got a really nice place here. Mrs. Lowell? Mrs. Lowell!
In a few moments, I will open my eyes, and our eyes will meet. Nirvana.
What's the problem? Can't anybody do anything right around here? Where's the grip stands? Where's the 5Ks?
We told the girl who's filling in for Paula to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, the girl who's filling in for Paula is standing right over there. His name is Mervyn.
But she said that she would take care of him.
Okay. As it turns out, it's getting too late to do the truck shot. But be a little more careful next time, will you?
So where's the girl I was talking to?
Oh, I don't know where she is. But if it's who I think it was, I just hope she's very far away from me. Okay, Mac, take her away.
Well, I've just completed my debut performance. Hi, Sam. Where's Allie?
Gone.
Gone?
Slipped right through my fingers. Took it on the lam.
Oh.
She was in my charge and I let her get away. That's it. Back to my father's dress business.
Sam, you know, I think you take your job a little too seriously.
Mrs. McArdle, could you do us a small favor?
What's that?
Is it okay if Paul comes in here and make a phone call?
Paul?
Newman.
Oh.
Would that be all right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, see, the phone booth is way down the block, and I'm afraid to get mobbed.
Yeah, no trouble.
You know, I wouldn't ask it if your friend was around, no offense, but she's a little on the immature side.
Well.
Come on, Sam, you're forgiven. And thanks again, Mrs. McArdle. Stay cool.
Paul Newman here!
Where's Allie?
Help! There's somebody in here! Help!
Ted, you can't believe how exciting it was around here today. I made my first screen performance.
Hi, where's Allie?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna die!
Thank God we've stopped.
Please, somebody, help me!
Hello there.
I feel like I've died and gone to heaven.
Close, we're in Yonkers.
You know, I'm really starting to get worried. Allie's been gone nearly 3 hours.
Didn't she say anything about where she was going?
No, she was under house arrest, and then she just took it on the lam. Mom,
Allie.
where have you been?
Yonkers.
Yonkers?
It's a long story.
Boy, what you meant.
What did I miss?
Nothing.
What did I miss?
Just a thing.
What thing?
Oh, this is silly. Paul Newman came in here to make a couple of phone calls, and I didn't think we should say anything because I thought it would upset you, you know, because you weren't here.
What are you doing here?
I thought about what you said about Newman. I decided you were lying.
Oh. Did you meet him too?
Yeah, he's a nice guy. You know, he looks a lot better in person.
So, are you terribly upset?
No, not terribly. I mean, I'm sorry I wasn't here naturally, but boy, it sounds like you guys had a lot of fun, huh?
He was so talkative, I couldn't believe it.
Wait a minute, Mom said we were ordering in. Yeah, but that was before I said I wanted to come to the museum. Ah, so the menu got changed and I got elected to take you. Our mother is a sneak. Why? Never mind. Just one of those little things I'll file in the museum of my mind for when I'm a mother.
Down at the same time. I don't know, but I doubt that's going to be on your final.
Quick! Give me Florence Nightingale.
Who's Florence Nightingale? Come on, Mom, stretch.
If I stretch, I'll break.
Health, Ellie, health.
Pain, Kate, pain. Hello? Oh, hi, Ed. How are you?
Hi, Grandpa.
Oh, thank God, a doctor.
Here, I'll let you talk to her.
Oh, what's left of me? Hi, Dad. Kate made me go jogging. Yell at her, will you? He says, lay off my little girl.
Did not.
All right. He said, good for you. It's a conspiracy. What's up? Kidney stones, you're kidding. Phyllis Kincaid? The Phyllis Kincaid?
Who's Phyllis Kincaid?
Who's Florence Nightingale?
Well, yeah, I'll call her. What's her number?
What's happening?
Shh. Okay, Dad. Yeah, I'll call you back later. Thanks. You will never guess what just happened.
Let's see, Phyllis Kincaid has kidney stones. That much I got. What's it got to do with us?
My father operated on her mother-in-law. And in appreciation, Phyllis Kincaid wants to hire us to cater her 25th wedding anniversary.
That's nice.
You don't know who she is, do you?
No.
Neither do I. Phyllis Kincaid is just one of the most prominent women. Don't you know anything?
Well, I mean, I know some prominent women. Margaret Thatcher, Raisa Gorbachev, Joan of Arc. Of course, she's dead.
Zone Aquino. I bet Florence Nightingale's right up there.
Phyllis Kincaid is one of society's most important doyens. Being asked to cater one of her parties is like being asked to the White House.
Your mother still has a lot of Connecticut in her.
Oh, the menu. What am I going to serve?
Well, if it's anything like the White House, serve subpoenas. Wow.
Yeah.
If that were made out of marble, it would be in a museum.
She had the olives?
Yeah, they were out of super colossal, so I got giant.
Couldn't you go to another store?
What's the difference? You think people are going to measure them before they eat them?
The olives are the first tier. They have to be the right size to balance the seafood so as not to interfere with the visual harmony.
Allie, my feet are killing me. Please don't get crazy on me.
Phyllis Kincaid is used to the best.
Phyllis Kincaid is a person. She's not God. She still goes to the bathroom.
Yeah, but her bathroom is on Park Avenue and has seen the likes of Jackie Onassis.
Yeah? Which parts has it seen?
Go get the super colossal.
Oh, come on, make do.
If you don't get the larger olives, then the impression I am trying to make will not work, and a door to a new career will be closed in our face.
Easy come, easy go.
If Phyllis Kincaid likes a caterer, every woman on Park and Fifth beats a path to their door. There's the door. Beat it.
Jeez.
Come on in. The kitchen's through there.
Thanks. Food's not good enough.
Forget about the food. We're not good enough.
Oh, my God.
That's not a photograph of a Van Gogh, is it?
Keep watch. I touched again. Go, I can die happy.
My turn.
Oh, look at the lines. Look at the color.
Look at the signature.
Goldstein, 1956.
Still gonna die happy?
I'll just be nauseous happy. Let's set up.
Mrs. Lowell, Mrs. McCardle?
Yes.
I'm Phyllis Kincaid. How do you do? Hi. Oh, I see you are going to spoil us.
It has a sauce. I pour it on the top and it slides down the sides.
Wonderful. Now, if you need anything, the butler is in the pantry, the silverware is in the sideboard, and the serving dishes are in the kitchen.
I'm sorry. It's just that I have never seen a dime in that color.
Oh, well, you never will. It's a blue topaz.
Ah, rare blue topaz.
No, an ordinary blue topaz. It's my engagement ring. Charlie couldn't afford a diamond.
Oh, well, things certainly have changed, haven't they?
Yes, Charlie is a wonderful businessman, but so are you two, I hear.
Oh, we're just getting started.
We appreciate the booking.
Your father took out my mother-in-law's kidney stones Saved us all a lot of pain.
Ah, there you are.
Charlie, come meet our caterers. Who is Kate and who's Allie?
I'm Kate, this is Allie.
Well, hello, I'm Charlie, and I don't know how to tie this.
Oh, I'll do it.
Wow, do we eat that? Or does it go on a pedestal?
It has a sauce. I pour it on the top and it slides down the sides.
Those are super colossal olives.
Oh, great, great.
There we go.
Oh, thank you, dear. Well, how do I look? Not bad for a 50-year-old, huh?
Oh, considering you're 56, I think you look wonderful.
The woman is incapable of keeping a secret. See you two later.
Isn't that something? She's got mother-in-law problems, just like everybody else.
Yeah, and he lies about his age. They're cute.
Oh, I knew they'd be nice. You know, just because people have money doesn't mean that they're not down to earth.
Right. And I'm just so glad that nice people own this Goldstein.
Okay, the rice is ricing, the vegetables are steaming. I'm just gonna pop these quiche in the oven. Why don't you put those cucumbers on the tray out there and start in the middle and make one continuous circle around, and please try to overlap the slices evenly.
You want the circles to go clockwise or counterclockwise?
Good question.
Oh, I'm sorry I asked.
Counterclockwise.
You're sure? You don't want anybody throwing up from bad design.
I want the avocados to go clockwise.
Sarcasm is wasted on that woman.
Hi. Have you seen my wife?
No.
She must be downstairs.
You have a downstairs?
One downstairs, two upstairs.
So how many rooms have you got in this shack?
19.
You ever get lost?
Well, Phyllis is now. I need her to loosen my tie. How are you with ties?
Oh, at your service.
Oh, thank you. Which one are you, Kate or Allie?
Kate.
Kate. It suits you. I'm Charles.
Yes, I know.
Everything looks beautiful.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Everything really does look beautiful. Everything.
Thank you.
See you.
Yeah.
I know. The cucumbers really should go clockwise. So why don't you...
I think that Mr. Kincaid was just flirting with me.
What?
Yeah, boy, is he smooth. He hits and he doesn't even leave a mark.
What did he say?
Well, he said, everything looks beautiful.
Talk about your sleazy comments.
He didn't say it like the ordinary way, like everything looks beautiful. He said everything looks beautiful, intense.
Maybe he's a gourmet.
Maybe he's a creep.
Oh, come on. 10 minutes ago, you were just raving about how nice these people were. The guy just paid us a compliment.
I just had this feeling.
Yeah, and you have those cucumbers out there.
Yes, mein Führer. If we make a lot of money from this gig, what are you going to spend the money on?
New stove.
That's my alley. Will you think big?
Trip to Paris.
Good.
Buy a French stove.
Hopeless.
Oh, the butter is in the warming ovens. Put them in the ramekin.
Okay, when I get back, I'm going to tell you what I would spend the money on.
Hi. Is your partner around?
Oh, she's in the kitchen.
Ah. Do you know anything about tying ties?
A little.
This is too loose. You think you can tighten it?
Yeah.
Which one are you, Kate or Allie?
Allie.
Ah, Allie. It suits you. You're the cook.
Yeah.
I've always thought cooking is the most sensuous of all the art forms.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And a woman who's good in the kitchen is likely to be good in other rooms as well.
What other rooms?
Oh, the bedroom, for instance. You are very good in the kitchen, aren't you?
Oh, hi.
Thank you. I'll see you both later.
Bye. Are you okay?
I'll tell you when she returns.
What happened?
I think you were right about that guy.
So, what did he say about me?
Your name never came up.
What then?
You're not the only woman in the room, you know.
Oh, are you saying that he just tried to come on to you?
It has been known to happen. Not every man thinks of me as your shadow.
What did he say?
That, cooking is the most sensuous of the art forms.
Oh, come on, Allie. The man was just making conversation.
And that he bet I'd be good and bad.
What?
Well, he didn't actually say it, but he was hinting at it.
Allie.
don't believe me. Do you?
Yes, I do. I do. Anything you say.
How come when it was you, it was understandable, but when it's me, it's my imagination or a rerun of The Twilight Zone?
All right. He came on to you.
You're damn right he did, and a lot stronger than everything looks beautiful.
It was the way that he said it. What are we doing? Why are we competing over who a sleazeball married man hit on?
You're right, he hit on both of us.
If you say so.
Only a lot harder on me than on you.
Right. After I turned him down.
Can I have an unbiased opinion?
Shoot.
Have you at any time, any place, seen anything more beautiful than my quiches?
Just once. A sunset over Bora Bora in 1968.
Really better than these quiches?
I just looked over the table. It is absolutely beautiful.
Wait until you see my quiches.
Oh, still hot. Isn't anyone going to say anything about my ring?
Oh, it had a baby.
Another blue topaz.
No, not this time. This is a blue diamond. Charles just gave it to me for our anniversary.
Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, he's wonderful. He really is the most wonderful husband that any woman in the world could ask for.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you two married?
Divorced.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Actually, it's pretty good.
Really? Well, I don't think I could deal with it.
You would be surprised. You do what you have to do.
Well, maybe at your age, but at mine, I think it's a different story. Now, what are we doing talking about divorce when the most wonderful man in the world just gave me this? Huh?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Huh? Party time. Oh, do you think this is too obvious a way for me to greet people? Go for it.
Oh, she's so nice.
Yeah. Or maybe he wasn't hitting on me.
Come to think of it, he was strictly business.
Maybe she's not in trouble. Do you believe a word I'm saying?
I do if you do.
I do.
I now pronounce us liars. Allie, if it were you, would you rather know or just remain an ostrich?
It was me, remember? And they are both named Charles. Think it's something to do with the name?
Oh, could be. You never hear of a guy named Henry cheating on his wife.
Henry VIII.
Where's the pate?
Oh, it's still in the fridge.
So?
You don't serve cold pate uptown.
Our guests are here. Do we have any hors d'oeuvres?
Oh, sure, right here.
Good.
The pate will be out in a minute. It's just warming up.
Oh, great, great. I was wondering, do you have a card in case I need a caterer in the future?
You know, we put one in with the menu when we sent it to your wife. In fact, I'm sure Allie put in about a gross of them.
Well, I would like one for myself.
Oh, I've got one here. There you go.
Thank you. I do a lot of business lunches in my office.
That's great, because Allie is great at business lunches. Nothing dainty, everything butch.
Is this your home number?
It's the same. We work out of our apartment.
Oh, you live together.
Yeah, we're joined at the hip.
That presents some interesting possibilities.
I don't get it.
Don't you?
I'm trying not to, Mr. Kincaid.
Oh, Charlie. Good time, Charlie, to my friends, and I hope you'll be one of my friends.
Hey, why don't you serve these radishes to your guests? Allie will kill me for ruining the visual harmony, but what the hell?
You're very disarming when you're flustered.
Oh, it's one of my best qualities.
I'd like to know your other qualities. Maybe we could get together sometime.
I'll save you the trouble. I'm loyal, trustworthy, sloppy, and not interested.
Oh, well, can't blame a guy for trying.
You can't, can you? You know, Mr. Kincaid, you have a very nice wife out there who is nuts about you. Why don't you go out there and try to discover her good qualities and keep your hands off the kitchen help?
Well, I hadn't quite got my hands on the kitchen help.
It's not for a lack of trying. Why don't you just consider it 2 forward passes, none received, okay?
Kate?
Oh, I'm sorry, Allie, but I've had it with this guy. I came here to work, not get hit on.
Excuse me.
Oh, no.
Phyllis!
What happened?
Oh, what do you think happened?
3 hits and he didn't get to first base. Well, I date a sportscaster.
Well, you got something new to add to your menu. Tongue. Mine. I'm gonna go cut it out.
Oh, come on. You didn't know she was there.
Oh, that ought to make her feel better.
Well, maybe it will. Maybe it's better that she knows. I know it was better if I knew.
Yeah, but you were in your early 30s.
Right.
Excuse me. I would appreciate it if you would finish putting the food out and leave. Our staff will serve.
Well, we just have the dessert left.
I'll get your check.
Oh, Mrs. Kincaid.
Yes.
I just want to say how sorry I am.
She is. Believe me, I know her.
Thank you.
I'd give anything if it hadn't happened.
That's very kind of you. If it helps, I do understand.
You do?
Yes. Charles is a very attractive man. You're divorced. And women are permitted to be more aggressive these days. Of course, I didn't think that that extended to flirting with other women's husbands. But I suppose these are difficult times for knowing right from wrong. Excuse me. I'll be back later with your check.
Flirting with other women's husbands?
He must have told her that. Boy, he's an operator.
An operator? He's pond scum.
He's a genuine sleaze bucket.
King of the pig people, I am so mad.
Well, I'm relieved.
You should be. Why?
I don't care what that woman thinks of me. At least she still thinks that he's wonderful, and she can go back to being happy like she was before we got here and that crawling ooze attacked.
You're right. She has to live a lie with the sewer creature. She might as well not know it.
Yeah, maybe that human trash will get too old for this kind of thing, and she'll never get hurt.
You know, you're a noble person for not exposing the worm excrement.
Oh, what the heck? She's got to live with that slime sucker.
Why don't we do dessert before I get too nauseous to look at it?
Tell me when.
Keep going. The rich drink more than we do.
Oh, yeah? Well, not tonight. When we get home, I'm going to tie one on for the sake of injured innocence.
You're entitled.
Your check.
Your dessert.
I'd like you to leave by the servants' entrance. No sense you running into my wife again.
Don't worry, Mr. Kincaid. I'm not going to blow your cover, even though there's a lot of things I'd like to tell your wife about you.
Let's not call names, shall we?
Oh, please. I got a beauty for you.
Which one? Pond scum, sleaze bucket, slime ball, sewer creature, crawling ooze, worm excrement, or my personal favorite, slime sucker.
Was that your favorite? I was leaning more towards sewer creature myself.
It might interest you two to know that I...
Never done anything like this before. Does that interest you, Allie?
Excuse me, I was yawning. I didn't hear.
I was about to say that I love my wife.
We'll inform the media.
You wouldn't understand. You're women.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that only a man could understand the needs of another man.
Which needs are those?
The needs to jump on every set of young bones that walks by?
The need to say that you're 50 instead of 56?
Yeah.
I've got news for you. All of us are growing old.
Yeah.
Only some of us are going to do it with a little more dignity and a little more grace.
Yeah. Amoebas mate with anything that swims by, not higher organisms.
Amoebas don't mate, they split.
Which is exactly what we should do. Let's go.
Well, I guess you've told me, haven't you?
Personally, I feel purged.
Good. Then there's nothing to stop you from leaving.
Well, you know what we ought to do right now?
What?
We ought to go out and buy something.
It's the American way.
Something self-indulgent.
Like a stove.
A stove is not self-indulgent.
Bake a chocolate cake in it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had left.
No, we were just going. Oh, Mrs. Kincaid.
Yes.
I just want to say that I don't know what made me behave like that. I've never come on to married men like that before.
Oh, that's not true. She's a slut. I ought to know. When she was a kid, she would steal everybody's boyfriend. In high school, she was worse.
Just a minute, please.
What's she writing?
Probably curses to me.
What, she's too much of a lady to say them out loud?
This is the name and number of the chairperson for the East Side League. They do a lot of catered affairs.
Why?
I'll call in the morning and I'll recommend you.
You will? Why?
You're very fine caterers. Everyone has been complimenting me on the hors d'oeuvres. And because.
Because why?
Just because. Now, if you will excuse me, I must go show off my ring.
Oh, not tonight, guys. It's our 100th episode, so we're playing ourselves.
Oh, hi, Jane. Hi, Susan.
This is Allison Smith. This is Ari Myers.
Hi.
And in the role of Freddie Kohler, Freddie Kohler. Sit down.
I don't know my lines.
It's okay. We'll wing it.
Do you realize that we have been sitting on this couch for nearly 5 years?
Yeah, you'd think somebody would have cleaned it by now.
How come in 5 years we've gotten older, but you guys have stayed the same?
The magic of television.
Wait, you guys aren't going to embarrass us and show clips of when we were younger, are you?
Not yet.
No, first we're going to settle the most asked question about our show.
As a matter of fact, it was recently a cartoon in the New Yorker. By now you should know which one is Kate and which one is Allie.
In case there's still any doubt, let's go to the videotape. I'm Kate McCardle. 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 I'm Kate. I'm Emma McCardle. I'm Kate McCardle.
Hello, Allison Lowell here. I'm Allie.
Allie Lowell.
Tu m'appelles Allie Lowell. I'm Allie. I'm Allie Lowell. This is Allie Lowell. I'm Kate.
You're Allie.
Oh, right. I'm Allie.
That makes me Kate.
And neither of us is Cagney and Lacey.
Show us when we were kids. Later. During the 11 o'clock news.
Oh, come on. You were all adorable.
Memories like the corners of my mind. Misty watercolor memories of the way.
Mine is in kind of the first. Oh.
Scattered pictures.
I don't believe that I ever looked like that.
We've left behind. Smiles we gave to one another for the way we were.
You may. What are you complaining about? Look at me.
So simple then, or has time rewritten every line? If we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we?
Okay, now we have to get everything straight.
You three weren't the only ones who aged. Just sit there, relax, stroke the cat.
Cat's been dead for the last 20 years.
Nitpicker.
Wait, we forgot to mention one of the cast.
Who?
The one who was with us for 9 months.
Willie.
And he did more growing than all of us put together. So did his mother.
But nobody noticed.
Well, how could they? You were always standing behind something.
Or carrying something.
They even dressed you funny.
They covered you with bubbles.
Finally, they broke my leg and put me in a hospital bed. Anything to keep me from standing sideways.
And when they couldn't hide you anymore, they patted me to match.
And here's the reason for all that hiding. William James Ebersol.
Is this his first time on television?
Unless you count the sonogram.
And while Susan was having labor problems, I was having labor problems of my own, trying to keep a job.
You did go through a lot of them.
I sold art posters, some of which were not too artistic.
You got any, adult posters?
You mean like smut?
Yeah, smut.
You might be interested in this one, sir. It's called Submission. I tried my hand at telephone sales. Hello. Have you heard that Macrobiotic magazine is offering a special... I sold tickets at a local movie theater. Did we miss much? Let's see, a car chase through a shopping mall, Hoover Dam exploding. I worked in a museum. I nearly destroyed a law firm. Franklin Morris, Yarosh and Koysam, good morning. Just a moment, please. Franklin Morris, Yarosh and Koysam, good morning. No, Mr. Yarosh is in Paris. Can Mr. Boris help you? Just a moment. Mr. Boris, Mr. Forrest for Mr. Yarosh. Boris Yarish from Coisum, good morning. Mr. Yarish from Paris? No, Mr. Boris is with Mr. Forrest. Can I give you to Mr. Morris? Frankish Boris Yarish from Coisum, good morning. No, Mr. Yarish is in Paris. Paris, Europe? No, Mr. Boris is with Mr. Forrest, Mr. Morris is with Mr. Yarish. Frankish Morris, Paris, and Car Wash. Just a moment.
No wonder you had to start your own business. You couldn't hold a job.
I held a job for nearly 4 years.
Oh, you didn't have time to change jobs. You were always changing men.
How many boyfriends did you have?
Slut.
It's a woman's prerogative to change her mind.
Which one was your favorite?
Ted, hands down.
Then how come you kept on breaking up with him?
I had my reasons.
I don't need anything but you.
That's not true. You need a lot of things. Why do you think that you were sitting in this room alone when I got here?
Trying to figure out what to do with it if it wasn't going to be a nursery.
That's exactly my point. That's what this room is supposed to be. And if it's not, someday you're going to look over at me and you're going to ask yourself if it was worth it. And I don't think it would be.
Well, what do you want?
I don't know what it is. I only know what it isn't.
This doesn't make any sense. My mother and father met, they fell in love, they got married, they had kids. What's happening? Who changed the rules?
I know a lot of people who didn't get to live out their dreams, I guess.
Well, I don't think I like what's going on out there.
Give it some time. It just got started.
What am I supposed to do?
Find somebody who wants the same things that you want, and you will. And then, when you find her, she's gonna need this.
You're breaking my heart, you know.
I know. Mine too.
That was so sad.
Yeah, but it worked out all right. I went home, made an entire chocolate cake, and now we're back together.
Funny how food has played a supporting role on our show.
Supporting, I think that food has been the star of our show. What's for dinner?
Pot roast and cauliflower and cheese casserole. Chicken with walnuts and mushrooms, hot and spicy vegetables, humble duck and lemon sauce, and 2 Hunan egg rolls. Roast lemon chicken, scalloped potatoes, glazed baby carrots, salad moutarde, and bread. Roast lamb, mint jelly, baked potato. Anchovy pork bowls. Plum sauce with little red potatoes, asparagus, and apple fritters for dessert. 1 water slice of lime, 2 coffees, sugar no cream, cream no sugar, 7 tuna sandwiches, mayo, onion, tomato. Lunch?
I'm hungry.
You're always hungry.
During the commercial, I'll get you something.
Thanks, Mom.
Jane.
Okay, we've got time for one more series of clips. What should we show before Freddie eats?
Show some of the silly stuff we did.
Silly stuff? We never did any silly stuff.
Oh, anything we did, we always did with dignity.
Exactly. Dignity. Always dignity. Kate, teach me to belch.
It's easy. You just take a deep breath, then swallow. Hard. Fine. And you? I just walk here. I don't know nothing about shooting. No.
Stuck! I'm stuck! I don't know a shorter word for it! I'm stuck! What are you doing? You'll kill yourself!
Don't worry, I'm good at this. When I was a kid, my mother used to yell at me, get off the furniture and do your homework.
I suppose you want to see my nevus, too.
Mustard, thank you.
Do you know what's in that thing?
No, and please don't tell me. I'm about to eat it.
Every waste product known to meat packers. Skin, ears, cow lips.
I love cow lips.
How can you do that to your body?
Well, I was a vegetarian. I can't eat that, you guys. Sorry.
It has white stuff on it.
No, it has white cookie stuff on it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
We have heard that song 100 times. Okay, who knows all the words?
Not me. I think I do.
Yeah? Sing it.
Oh, I think I've done enough singing on this show.
Poor wandering one.
For starters. Poor wandering one, if such poor love as mine can help thee find true peace of mind, because you come to me with not save love. You're always a day those times I waited for you seem so long ago. I wanted you far too much to ever let you go. You know you never get your feelings too, and I guess I could never stand to lose. Such a pity to say goodbye to you.
The voice is the same, but the song sure changed.
What about the hairstyles? What would we have ever done without mousse?
And blow dryers. And bleach.
Watch it.
See for yourself.
Give me a head with hair, long beautiful hair, shining, gleaming, steaming, flax waxing. Give me down to there, hair, shoulder length longer. Here, baby, there, mama, everywhere, daddy, daddy, hair. Flowing, showing, long as God can grow it, my hair. Let it fly in the breeze and get caught in a tree.
So, do any of you guys have any favorite moments from the show?
Oh, when Janet brought Miriam over.
Wait a minute. One at a time.
When Janet brought Miriam over.
When Ari and I answered that personals ad.
When Susan dreamed I'd turn into a valley girl.
When I pretended I was dead.
Okay. We're going to show you every one of them.
Hi, can I help you?
Like, hi, Mom, it's me. God, like, don't you even recognize your own daughter?
It's just that you're so blonde.
Well, for sure, the sun does that. Oh, Mom, this is my friend Woody. Woody, this is my mom. Mom, Woody, Woody, Mom. Okay, okay.
Nice to know you, Woody.
Awesome. Mind if I wax my board?
No, go right ahead.
Your mom's tubular.
Like, I'm sure I don't know that, okay? Isn't he a total fox?
That just about does it.
Wait a minute.
What?
Well, you had all this talk about mistakes. I didn't see any mistakes.
Okay, okay. You want mistakes? I'll show you mistakes. Ladies and gentlemen.
And children of all ages. Our goof reel.
I know what we can do about Richard.
What?
Well, I forgot. I know what we can do about Richard.
What?
Well, you know how we both want him, but we don't know which one of us should go after him?
Makes us... Chicken have chicken.
I never had to dress to meet a
What are you making such a big deal?
Allie, there are 8 million people in the naked city and only 2 jobs. Today you have to be a master's in order to be a panhandler. I'm not gonna leave it like that. Allie, there are 8 million people in the naked city and only 2 jobs. These days you have to have a master's in order to be a panhandler.
Yeah.
Allie, there are 8 million jobs in the naked city.
8 million at once.
goings-on in this hospital are a little suspicious. There's somebody in there holding my tongue inside. I was in here by myself.
Take your hands off that woman. She belongs to me. She belongs.
This is no time to practice your French. We've got work to do. What? This is no time to practice your French. We've got work to do. Now, the movie is set in the Deep South. Fred still has that Civil War stuff in his vaudeville trunk, hasn't he?
Which needs are those?
The needs to jump on us. Yeah, and we're not gonna...
No.
Hey?
What?
You don't chop, you rock it back and forth. That's why the handles are like that instead of straight across the middle like a chopper.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, if chopping comes more naturally to me than rocking, why can't I chop?
Because rocking makes less noise, makes less of a mess, and uses less energy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't chop as well.
Yes, it does.
It couldn't possibly.
Would you like to cut the chicken into 1-inch cubes and have me chop?
Aha, you said chop.
Would you like to switch jobs?
No.
Then rock, baby. Rock.
I'll get it. Hello? Oh, hi, Mrs. Barsky. How are you? No, I'm sorry. Allie's not here right now. Oh, you're in New York City. Guess who just walked in the door? It's Allie. Allie, it's your mother-in-law. She's in the city.
Oh, good.
Oh, here she is. Nice to talk to you.
Hi, Eileen. What are you doing in town? How fun. What? Oh, gee, that's impossible. We're in the middle of catering a huge dinner for tonight. Eileen's here on a shopping spree, and she invited us to lunch.
Oh, where?
No, I told her we couldn't go. Oh, gee, Eileen, the place is a mess. Around the corner? Sure. Come on up. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye. Guess who's coming to lunch?
She won't be any trouble. Eileen is nice.
She's too nice.
Wow, she must be starved.
I don't smell it yet.
Lou, I have told you before, I do not want you coming into this apartment unless we open the door.
Hey, come on. I knew you two be cooking up to your armpits, so I figured I'd make it easy for you and let myself in. You want to go back out and ring the bell. Then you could stop your work, wash your hands, dry them off, and let me in.
Do it. Whoever came up with the term super.
Think she'd like tuna?
Who knows? My mother-in-law is the kind of woman who thinks everything is wonderful. Oh, Eileen, I'm sorry. Did I just stick you in the eye with a pencil? Oh, that's all right, dear. Here's one for my ear.
Have you written your speech for Saturday yet?
I'm not going to make a speech.
Come on, you have to say something.
I'll say thank you. You make the speech.
Fine. Did you write it yet?
Write your own speech.
Allie, you're better at it than I am.
Okay. You write a first draft and I'll look it over.
Come on, what was that? Some little feminine joke or something?
What do you want, Lou?
I want to smell the smell. Come on, I don't smell it yet. Should be over the building by now.
Get your nose out of there. The way it smells now is the way it is going to smell until it dies.
Well, that's not the smell my family's used to.
That is an authentic Italian sauce. If your family is not used to that smell, they have been smelling wrong all these years.
For what you're paying us to cater your family dinner, you're lucky you get any smell at all.
Could have turned the job down.
And waited until Mayor Kutch grew hair before you fixed the leak in the bathroom?
One hand washes the other.
Not in the bathroom sink.
Needs a little more basil.
Get out!
You're very good at that, Eileen.
No, it's not me. It's Allie's parsley.
No, it's you. Kate had that exact same parsley and could do nothing with it.
Oh, you probably had the bad sprigs.
I did. I had awful sprigs.
Now, Tell me about this award you're winning.
Oh, it's nothing, really.
Not true. It's terrific. It's from the Independent Women's Association of New York City.
Oh, my.
They give this award every year to some women that are on the move. And your daughter-in-law and I have won for Best Small Business Operators.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
What else? Tell me. Your children are fine. Bob loves his work. You're pregnant.
Your children are fine. Bob loves his work. And what?
Is my grandchild on the way?
Do I look heavy?
No, dear, you look just right.
Why'd you ask?
Oh, Allie, I'm sorry, but I just assumed you'd be pregnant by now because I know how much Bob wants you to have a baby and how much you want to please him.
Eileen, I'm sorry. We are running so far behind.
Oh, of course, I understand. Give Bob a great big kiss for me. You two make the most beautiful couple. May I be perfectly frank with you?
By all means.
I wouldn't mind one bit if the baby looked like you, boy or girl.
We discussed it, Kate. I mean, Bob and I discussed this.
I believe it.
We discussed it thoroughly.
Sure.
I mean it.
I know it.
We agreed that we did not want to have a baby.
Right.
Here's how it went. Bob said he did not want to have a baby. And I said I did not want to have a baby. That's how we agreed. We did not want to have a baby.
Who said it first, Allie? If he said it first, then obviously he meant it. If you said it first, then maybe he just said it because he thought it would please you.
I don't remember. Wait, it was right after he proposed. We were talking about the Giants. That's it. Right.
And that's how he knew that you didn't want to have a baby?
No.
That you didn't want to have a giant?
No. We were talking about the Giants and about how someday Bob would really like to be a sportscaster for the Giants. And I said, oh, gee, Chip would really like that. And that led to how much Bob really liked Chip and Jenny. And then we talked about whether or not we were going to have a baby and whether I was, going to have... And that's how we agreed that we were not going to have a baby.
So, did you agree with him or did he agree with you?
I don't remember.
Oh, it really doesn't make any difference anyway, Allie.
Oh, yes, it does, Kate. Because if Bob wants to have a baby, sooner or later, he's going to dump me for a baby maker.
I can't believe how right I was about you girls. They loved everything. And I never see my cousin Nunzio eat like that before. Usually he's such a picky eater. But tonight, he ate like the Russians were in a Lincoln Tunnel.
You owe us $782. Now, that's 52 meals at $15 a pop, not counting Nunzio's 2 extras.
1.
2.
I never seen him eat like that, I swear to God. How'd you make that sauce, anyway?
Lou, it's late. Give us our check.
Yeah. I forgot my checkbook.
Get it.
Well, you don't trust me till tomorrow.
We trust you, Lou. We trust you, but anything could happen between now and tomorrow. You could get hit by a bus. You could slip in the bathtub. You could get eaten by Nunzio.
For you, I found my checkbook, Angel Face. Okay, we're gonna call it 700 even.
Call it something else.
750, you don't gotta tip me when I fix the sink tomorrow, all right?
Fine, right.
Good night, Lou.
Listen, dream about me, sweet face.
Is it just me, or are you in love with him, too? Allie, why don't you go get dressed and cleaned up for Bob, and I'll take care of all this.
No, I want some time to unwind and to think. Bob won't be home for an hour or so, so you go to bed. We did great tonight, partner.
That's why we win those awards.
Start thinking about that speech.
Maybe Bob didn't say anything to his mother. You might have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
Al,
Oh, you're home.
you're red.
How'd you get home so quickly?
Oh,
company plane. The head of the station was flying up, invited me to join him.
Terrific.
Yeah. I got to get me one of those babies. Private planes. They're really fantastic. Hey, why don't you put one of those in our dream book for the future? They only cost $6 million.
Let's get two.
You got it.
Bob? What else do you want in your dream book? I mean, what do you want for the future? What do you really want?
Well, my dream for the immediate future is to have a wife lying in bed next to me, al dente, no sauce.
Give me 15 minutes. Bob, I want to ask you a question, and I want you to answer it totally honestly. I mean it, Bob. I want to know what you want, all right?
Well, sure, if it's a fair question.
What do you mean a fair question?
Well, I mean, if you're going to ask me if sex with you is better than with anyone else I've been in bed with, I'd have to say yes, right? I'd be crazy to say no, even if it were true. I mean, what would either of us gain from that? See, I'm just using that as an example of an unfair question.
People can die from examples.
Look, you are the best. That is the total honest truth. Now, what's your question?
Do you want to have a baby?
Do you?
Well, Bob, I want to know your answer. What do you want?
Didn't we have this discussion once?
Yes, but I'm not sure if you said what you did because I said what I did or because it was what you really meant.
Al, it's not for me to say whether or not we have a baby. I mean, you have to go through pregnancy, through childbirth. You have to clean it. Stay up with it. Stay home with it. Take care of it.
Well, why can't you clean it and stay up with it, stay home with it and take care of it?
Because it hates it when I do that. It wants you.
Okay. For the sake of this discussion, let's say I love doing that.
Well, then, do you want a baby? We'll have a baby.
Bob, we can't have a marriage if when I ask you a question, you don't answer me honestly. Now, do you want to have a baby, yes or no? I want to know your opinion of what you want for you, not what you think I want, but what you want. You know, the trouble with perfect marriages is people never really say what they feel. Good night, honey.
Tomorrow, you're winning an award as an independent, free-thinking woman. And yet today, you're telling me that you're considering having a baby to please your husband who doesn't even care if you didn't.
Keep your voice down. I said considering. That means considering not as well as considering to.
Come on, Bob.
I'm right behind you.
Where are you guys going?
Batting cages.
Oh, is it open?
All year round.
So long, hon.
Bye. How about you?
So long, hon.
Have fun. What does Bob need with another kid? He loves Chip. They love to go out and play. They have their little tricks like that nudge. Did you see that nudge?
Yeah, I saw it. He wants a Barsky. Someone to carry on the name after he's gone.
Allie, tell him that you'll make it your business to outlive him. What if you have a girl? She'll only be a Barsky until she gets married anyway. Or you could go on trying for boys. Hi, have you met my friend Allie? Like her hip? She just had her 15th girl.
All right. Did you write that speech yet?
I can't do it, Allie. You're going to have to do it for me. I just sit there staring at the paper in my typewriter, like looking at a test pattern when I was a kid. Nothing happens.
Do you know what you want to say?
I think so. It's just that I can't write it.
Get Chip's tape recorder, speak into that, play it back, and type it.
Couldn't I just tell it to you and you write it down and fix it for me?
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right,
Yes?
Would you mind? Never mind.
What?
No, it's just such a stupid idea.
Now, come on.
It would really help if you would introduce me. I told you it was a stupid idea.
And now to receive award for whatever. Kate McArdle.
And Allie Barsky.
And Allie Barsky.
Yay! That wasn't really necessary.
And Allie Barsky.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. On behalf of my partner and myself, I would just
That's not right, Kate.
Come on, Allie. What's wrong with that? That can't be wrong.
You asked for my help.
How can that be wrong? I've heard people say that all my life.
On behalf of myself? On behalf of my partner is right, but you don't say on behalf of myself. If you were accepting an award alone, you wouldn't say thank you on behalf of myself. You would say thank you. I would like to say, no, you would say thank you and just say.
If you don't want to help, don't help.
Who is it? Miss November. Come in, Mom. Bob said you guys had a terrific time.
It was fun.
Bob really likes you, Chip.
Yeah?
He makes kind of a nifty dad, doesn't he?
Where's this going, Mom?
How would you feel about Bob and me having a baby?
Where's it gonna sleep?
Well, you get to keep your own room.
Okay. Have it.
You see, Bob's never had a child of his own.
I can understand that. What I can't understand is why you'd want to have another child. I mean, you're not young anymore.
Well, they have ramps at maternity wards.
Look, if you're worried that I'll feel jealous or alienated or anything like that, forget it. I'll even babysit it from free. It's just that I hope you realize what your life will be all about once it's born.
I will. And I haven't made any decisions yet. And if I do decide to have one, it's nice to know that I won't be losing a daughter. I'll be gaining a mother.
And what is a surer route to true liberation than to make ourselves financially independent? Our next two awardees are doing just that. They own and operate a very successful catering enterprise and a full-service company that will do anything or go anywhere, provided the price and the purpose is right. For their initiative, diligence, and industriousness, we are proud to present these awards to Kate McArdle and Allison Barsky.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Evelyn. And on behalf of my partner, with whom I agree, I would just like to express appreciation to this organization for awarding us this high honor. We not only pledge to continue to work for the success of our small business, but to use whatever success and knowledge that we acquire to help other women become independent as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for this award. I'm sorry, I don't want to take up much of your time, but I must say that I am grateful for all of the women, past and present, who have helped us, including my daughter, Jenny, who has always helped me to be an individual and to think for myself. And I'd also like to thank the two men in my life, my son, Chip, who never made me feel as though I was slighting him because I wasn't giving him every minute of my time. And my husband, Bob, who never made any demands on me at all. Not that he had any right to. He never made any requests either. Well, no, one request. Well, no. It really wasn't him. I mean, that's what mothers-in-law are for. But of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about, but I do. And anyway, It's a fair request, and it's a request that I think I want for myself one day. So I can't even blame him for it. So, thank you very much for this award.
Next time, let me help you write your speech.
Yeah.
I sure was proud of you today.
Good. Thank you.
Why didn't you tell me that you wanted a baby?
Well, because you never told me you wanted a baby.
Well, sure I did, if you did.
Hold it. Hold it. Okay. Now, the question is, Bob and Allie, do you want to have a baby, yes or no? On the count of 3, we both answer independently and honestly. Got it?
No, wait.
Got it?
Got it.
Ready?
Ready.
Bob and Allie, do you want to have a baby, yes or no? 1, 2, 3.
Around the park.
A compromise. How about a nice brisk walk to the French bakery?
Fair deal.
Slow down!
You know, that's what I miss most when I'm in Washington.
Is that all you miss?
That's all.
Allie, are these your pickled sweat socks?
Those have been here longer than we have.
Well, let's start tossing things out. We're running out of room here.
Hey, anything you don't want, I have plenty of room for back at the dorm.
Oh, well, here, you can take this. Couple days, it'll be a science project.
Anything from tonight available? Mrs. Barsky, you're a great cook. That was the best meal I've had since the last time I ate here.
Thank you, Ben. I'll pack up some leftovers. Touch that and die.
Boy, I can't wait till I'm at college so I can come home and eat whatever I want.
Oh, Chip, you'll love it.
Yeah, I bet. But what do you do all day?
Well, we go to classes, we study, and I sing in the chorus.
I go to the library, study Russian. I play trombone in the band.
Were you two always this boring, or did you have to take a course?
Oh, shoot. This has an ink stain in the pocket.
Good, we can get rid of it.
No, that's a great shirt. I've got one just like it.
Good, we can get rid of it.
Well, we should go, Ben, if we want to get back in time to study.
Yeah, you're right.
That's how you pack? Everything will get wrinkled.
Well, it all gets wrinkled anyway. We have about this much drawer space.
Thanks again for dinner tonight. And tomorrow night, and the next night.
I packed some fruit in there for your roommate. I remembered she doesn't eat meat.
Thanks, Mom. Bye-bye.
Bye. I really like that boy.
We really can tell.
I am so lucky. I have a daughter who turned out exactly the way I wanted her to. She's just like me. We have the same taste in men. We have the same bad taste in shirts.
My plane leaves in 2 hours. I gotta get ready.
You know, I bet Jenny could use a new chest of drawers up in that room.
What a nice mom.
Well, I have a nice kid.
I'll take the Civil War for 300, please, Alex.
The answer is the specific issue which precipitated the Civil War.
What is whether or not slavery should be permitted to expand into the territories?
Right. Hi.
Hey, Jenny, any chance I can borrow your blow dryer? My stupid idiot roommate broke mine.
Oh, sorry, mine's broken too.
Yeah, we've both been using mine, but you can borrow.
Oh, great. Thanks a lot. I'll bring it right back.
Meanwhile, back at the plantation.
Oh, we know enough. I'm gonna take a nap.
No, we're not done yet.
Jenny, I'm really tired.
Come on, how about a caffeine break? I'll go get us a couple of sodas.
No. Stay here. I'll go get them.
Yeah, sure. Ben, get up.
What? It's tomorrow already?
No, it's double jeopardy. I just saw my mother coming up the hallway.
Your mother, the one from last night?
Yeah, that's the one.
She never pops in.
She never did before.
Well, you're in big trouble.
Yeah, so are you.
No way. I'm transferring.
Come in. Hi. What are you guys doing up
up here.
Hey, you're just in time for the wrap-up of the Civil War.
Too late to put some money down on the North?
I brought you a surprise. Come, help me bring it in.
Ooh, I hope it's a pony.
Okay. Oh, I think it should go right over there, under the window next to the stereo.
This is so great, Mom. Thank you.
There. How's that look?
Perfect. You always know what I need.
I'm a mother. I know everything. Where's your roommate?
My roommate? She's in the bathroom. I'll go get her.
No hurry. So, how's the studying going?
Oh, it's a killer. And the worst part is, I know I'll forget everything within 5 minutes after that test.
Oh, you'd be amazed at how much you retain.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What was the key factor which contributed to the Civil War's inevitability?
Pasta salad.
Pasta salad?
Yeah, when the Northerners rode through the South, they stopped off at Tara, insisted that Scarlett serve it at the barbecue. Big blow up.
Oh, yeah. Funny how it all comes back.
Well, here's my roommate, Cheryl.
Hi, good to see you again.
Hi. Oh, and this is Kate.
Hi.
I see you take the trombone, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's great.
Not great. Good.
Are you and Ben in the same Russian class?
Da.
Really popular subject.
Da.
Can't you say anything else but da?
Yet really.
I think that's pretty darn good for first-year Russian.
So, Mom, you came all the way up here just to deliver me a dresser? That's so nice. Can we take you out for coffee? Or...
Oh, no, we gotta run. Let's get going.
Maybe next time.
Well, I'll walk you out.
Sure.
Thanks. Yet really?
Well, it's difficult to form a sentence when you only know 2 words.
I know. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Didn't I see you come back in?
I just told him I forgot my book. Thanks, Cheryl.
I hope it worked.
Yeah, me too. My mother would kill me if she ever found out that Ben and I are living together.
Really?
Da.
Da, 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 da.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes, we can do that. Thank you very much for calling. Goodbye.
Who was that?
That was Mrs. Ellis.
Ah. I hope you told her that she has nothing to worry about this evening, as I have made the most incredible beef stroganoff.
Well, I hope we can quick pick up some beef stroganoff helper.
Why?
Because Mrs. Ellis just called to add 4 more guests.
Don't worry. Be happy. Kate, I've been thinking. Don't you think it's kind of odd that Cheryl and Ben have so much in common? That they share the same Russian class and they both play the trombone?
Uh-huh.
I don't think Cheryl is Jenny's roommate.
Uh-uh.
I think they're pulling a fast one on us.
Uh-huh.
I think Cheryl is Ben's roommate. What do you think?
I think you're half right.
What do you mean half right?
The half about Ben having a roommate.
Not Cheryl?
Not Cheryl.
How could Jenny do this to me?
I don't think this has anything to do with you, Allie. And before you get excited, we're not even really sure that that's what's going on. We just have this incredible body of evidence. Anyway, so what if it is going on? What's so terrible? That's what kids are doing today.
What kids?
Your kid.
Well, I caved in when she insisted on a co-ed dorm. But I draw the line at a co-ed room.
Allie, don't go out and do anything that you'll be sorry for.
Oh, I won't be sorry. They might be, but I won't be.
She'll be sorry.
Здравствуйте.
Ooh.
too. I love it when you talk Russian.
Ah, Moscow, Kiev, Leningrad.
Siberia.
Mom!
Mrs. Barsky, what a surprise.
Obviously.
What's up, Mom?
Ben, could Jenny and I be alone for a moment, please?
Sure, I'll just go down to my room and have some of those delicious leftovers.
Your room. This is your room, isn't it?
Uh-oh.
Ben, stay. This involves you too. Look, Mom, just try not to get too excited.
I'll try.
Just what the hell is going on?
Well, if you'll just excuse me, I'll...
No, stay here. Look, Mom, it just makes so much sense. We're in love.
Oh, well, that's conducive to clear thinking.
Okay, look, we have 3 classes together. We spend all our free time together. We study together.
That should be enough.
I'd sure like a little space right about now.
You got it.
Ben, stay right here.
How about here?
Look, can't you just try and be reasonable?
I don't have to be reasonable. I'm your mother.
But, Mom...
No, but moms. You're 18 years old, and as long as your father and I are paying for your tuition, your meal plan, paying for you to live with a girl in this dorm, you will do so. Am I making myself clear?
Yes!
But I set her straight. Oh, Bob, can you imagine 18 years old and she thinks it's fine to live with her boyfriend? Well, we'll see how fast that changes.
Oh, hi.
Hold on, Bob. Jenny's here.
What brings you guys out on a school night?
Oh, nothing much. Mom, we just wanted you to know that we've discussed what you told us.
Good. I discussed what I told them.
And we've come to a decision.
Good. Come to a decision.
We're getting married.
They are out of their minds. Hello? Hello? Charles? I called your service because we have an emergency. It's about Jenny. Jenny, your daughter. How far are you from a gas station? Well, pull in and call me from a real phone.
It was loaded.
There's no time for jokes.
Who was that on the phone?
It's Charles, calling from our own.
What?
His car phone. But when he's up in the mountains by their little cabin, it sounds like our own. I hope he backs me up on what I said to Jenny.
At the risk of getting yelled at, maybe you shouldn't have yelled at them.
Oh, yes, I should have. They're too young to get married. They're just teenagers.
Yes, but they're teenagers in love, and all the yelling in the world isn't going to change that.
What's your solution?
Well, I think you should do what I did. Let your kid go to school out of state and, pray.
It's a little late for that.
Why don't you just go ahead and give in and let them live together?
No way!
Well, then you are going to have to sit down and calmly tell them what marriage is really all about.
I did that.
No, you told them what life would be all about over your dead body.
Hello? Yes, Charles, this is much better. Yeah, we have a problem. Jenny wants to marry her boyfriend. Uh-huh. Yes? I agree. Fine. Goodbye.
That was quick. What'd he say?
He said he had every confidence that I could handle it, and if I got into trouble, I should call him.
The man is a rock.
I've got to talk her out of this. Help me.
Allie, you better be careful. Think Romeo and Juliet.
What about them?
Well, the more Mrs. Capulet tried to talk them out of it, the more they were destined to get married. I think that you should just act like you thought it over and you approve it.
Jenny saw Romeo and Juliet. She knows how it ends.
Think the Fantastics. All through their lives, the boy and the girl were never allowed to be together. They grow up, finally their fathers approve, and suddenly the boy and the girl take no interest in each other.
So I'm to act like I approve. How do I do that?
Okay, think Lucy and Ethel.
Listen to this. You can make up to $8 an hour working in a pizza shop. That's a lot of dough.
Good.
That was a joke.
Oh, sorry. What's with the job, honey?
Well, I figured after my mom's big lecture on how will we support ourselves, we ought to give it a shot.
Yeah, but making $8 an hour isn't going to pay for school.
No, of course not. But it's not going to happen anyway. Look, my dad's not going to cut me off.
Jenny, is this how we really want to start out? I mean, maybe we are deluding ourselves by thinking that sharing this room is something like being married. Maybe we are too young.
Sounds like you've been talking to my mom.
No, I've been talking to my mother and to my father. I just got off the phone with them. Jenny, the truth is, if we get married, they won't be talking to me. They just flat out said, no, you can't get married.
Like my mom?
Worse. My mother was on one phone and my father was on the extension. They were yelling at me in stereo. Oh, Jenny, they haven't even met you yet. And already they're accusing you of ruining my life. They're threatening to pull me out of school and make me go to work.
So you think we should call it off?
It gets worse. I think we should switch back with our old roommates. I hate to, Jenny, but I think we should.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, I felt really bad doing that to my mom anyway. It's just that, why do parents always have to win?
Hey, do they? Once we take them for $70,000 and get our degrees, we can do whatever we want.
You are so smart. Hello? Why? Sure, but why? Okay, we'll be right over. This is my mom. She wants us to come over.
Do we have to?
I'm sure it's just to talk.
Okay. We'll tell her we're not getting married. That should make her happy.
No, Ben, it would make her happy if I told her you were gay.
Hey, that would make me Ben gay, huh?
Oh.
She's not getting married. She's just too young. It's out of the question.
By the time we finish giving them our version of marriage, I'm sure those kids will change their mind.
I hope so. Boy, life was a lot simpler when we were in college. We didn't have such complex issues to deal with.
We didn't have complex issues. What about Vietnam, race riots, the first attempt to introduce the metric system?
Okay, so I forgot a few things.
Hi.
Well, there's the happy couple.
Hi. I'm glad you're here.
Look, Mom, we know that you don't want us to get married.
That's not true.
It's not?
No, I've thought it over and I've decided if you really love each other, you might as well be together.
We should?
Kate?
Reverse Psychology 101.
This is from Max and my first apartment.
Oh, you had mice?
No, we had roaches. Anyway, I thought that maybe you guys should have it now.
Oh, thanks, Kate, but we don't have roaches in the dorm.
But if you get married, you'll have to move out.
Yeah, and when you first get started, you can't afford very much.
And whatever you get, you'll want to keep clean, so I got you an engagement present.
A toilet brush?
And scouring powder, and disinfectant, and rubber gloves.
2 pair, because we know you're going to want to share that housework.
Housework?
Yeah, that's half the fun.
Yes, a family that sprays together stays together.
Oh, speaking of families.
Mom, we know all about birth control.
Oh, so did Max and I. Have you met my daughter, Emma?
You know, we should probably talk about the wedding. I thought it should be something small, perhaps about 200 people. There are things we have to talk about before the wedding. The dress, the flowers, the caterer. I'm sorry, Jenny. Here I am, dealing with probably the most important moment of your life. And I'm being a jerk. Instead, I should be straightforward with you and tell you exactly how I feel, and I'm acting like Bozo the Clown.
And his sidekick, Clarabelle.
Mom, it's okay. Ben and I
No,
came
Jenny,
all the way
Jenny,
over
hear me out. Getting married because you love each other and you want to spend the rest of your life together is one thing.
But, Mrs. Barson...
Yeah, but getting married because I won't let you live together in the dorm is...
Crazy, which is why we came over...
Crazy! Exactly! You're too young to get married. There are so many choices you have left, so many changes.
Yeah, we know.
So I'm asking you, please, just to give up on the idea, just until you graduate. If you don't want to do it because I'm asking you, do it as a favor for me. For a mother who loves you so much.
Okay, Mom, we will.
Really?
Really?
Looks like the wedding's off.
So, does that upset you?
No, not really. I could never figure out who to sit my Aunt Delia with. Nobody likes her.
Every family has one of those.
Well, we better go, Ben, if we want to move your stuff out of my room.
Tonight?
Well, sure, if we get back on time.
Well, hey, take a cab. Here, take two. Here's money. Take money.
Mom, we don't need your money.